I got it.
Before we get started, will you tell me your name? Is it Leo Mariah? I want to make sure I can say it
Oh,
properly.
real quick, you can call me Lee. Secondly, that other woman that you
Lee?
were talking to,
Okay.
she said she was gonna hop off. Um, like y'all aren't using my correct name.
Okay, so it's Lee. You go by Lee. I just want to make sure I
Yeah, you got it.
but is it Lee Mariah? Is that how it's
You can call
pronounced?
me Lee.
I was just
You can call me
curious.
Lee.
Lee, if that's what you prefer. Go ahead, sure.
Wait, what is this? I'm so
Oh, I'm
sorry. I
sorry.
pressed the wrong button. Ignore it.
No, that's okay. Match invitation. I don't know what that is. Okay,
I don't
I'll
know what it
ignore it there.
is.
That's okay. I have
I
no
don't know
idea
what
what
it
that
is.
is either. I'm
Yeah.
stuttering.
What in the world? Mommy of three. It's a long story. So yes, you had a lot to say, mister. And I said,
Well, not
come
really. I
on,
just had
jump
a
on
few simple
live.
questions, but
I said,
sure.
jump on live,
What
and then you
what do you want to ask me?
disappeared.
Well, I jumped off so I could jump on, and I couldn't find you, and someone was trying to talk me through how to find you, and couldn't find you, and so then you
All
popped
right,
up.
everyone.
So
While we wait for
I'm
Paige to
so
draw, I'm
sorry.
gonna use.
My
what was
computer.
that? I'm sorry.
It's not me. Go ahead, say what you're saying.
Oh. Well, I jumped off to find you to go live with you because it's in the request, and then I couldn't find you, and I'm still trying to figure out how to work all the buttons, and I
Okay,
couldn't
all right.
find you. And then
So
the
you
lady
were
before me, she
saying,
was telling me that
yeah, it's
you were
fine.
coming back in. So,
Yeah. So you were saying?
oh no, that was it. I was just giving a brief introduction of what I was doing while I was waiting for you. So,
Okay. I didn't need the introduction, but go ahead. You,
what was it you'd like to talk about? You
no,
want me
you
to
said
come
I
live
was
with you?
stalking. You said I was stalking you.
No, I said, are you stalking me now?
How would I be
That's
stalking
what.
you when you came into my life and you said, are you stalking me?
No,
And then you asked me
okay.
if I'm
Well,
still friends with Sam.
I am Sam.
And then
Yes.
you asked, how are
Are
women
you
being
still friends
erased?
with I am Sam?
And I answered all your questions, and you said you're not answering any of my questions.
Okay. Well, let's go. Well, actually, I asked. You said how are we being erased? I waited and waited and waited and waited. You
I
didn't
answered it
respond.
like three times. I even listed it on my fingers.
Well, you did list it and you did answer. However, it took you quite a while to
No,
answer,
it
so that's
didn't.
why I
I
repeated
answered
myself.
it like right when you asked it.
Well,
But
I,
TikTok does have a lag. TikTok does have a lag.
yeah. And I didn't understand why you were saying that women are being erased. I still don't understand what you mean,
Okay,
but
I mean, that's fine. You're not a woman, so you wouldn't know.
no. But I was raised by women. I was raised by a single mother or single grandmother, aunts who were either single or divorced or
That's a great story.
widowed.
Great.
So
Mm-hmm.
I,
Cute.
when you said that, that maybe perked up, and that's why I responded. Want to know
Mm-hmm.
because you said that, and
Yeah.
I hear that. I wanted
Mm-hmm.
to, understand. So
Mm-hmm. What did you want to
I will next
understand?
question. Well, I wanted to know what you meant by women being
But I
erased.
said it
I
three
was just
times.
again, there was quite a bit of delay in between it. Then, as soon as I said that, you seemed to jump on that I was attacking you because
I never
prison
said
life
you were
survivor.
attacking me. Never said it.
Oh, okay. Well, you said you were recording it, so if you have the record, that should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be happy
I
to listen
never
to it
said
with
you
you.
were
So,
attacking me. I never did because I don't believe I was being attacked. I think you're asking questions. I didn't know if you were being obtuse or facetious.
no, I was asking genuine questions. I know it
He said
doesn't
my
always
list. He's
come
saying your
across
list didn't explain it. Oh, okay, okay. Is that what you're saying?
my
My list didn't explain it? How women are
what
being
list.
erased?
Well, you gave some reasons, and I didn't understand that.
Because
There
just
are
because
people
you
who
didn't understand it doesn't mean that my reasons are invalid.
no,
So
but
you just don't understand.
yes, but there are some people who say they're not mothers anymore, that they're birthing people or something. That doesn't mean women are being raised. It just means some people say that. I don't hear people say that. I hear a few
Okay,
people say it.
okay,
I mean,
sure.
some of the reasons you listed, just because some people say it and think and believe it doesn't mean it. I'm all for women's rights. Women deserve exactly to be treated equal, and I grew up listening to my mother and aunts and grandmothers being talked down to and treated differently.
I
So
believe
I'm
women should be
definitely an
treated
ally. Yeah.
differently. I do. I believe women should be treated differently. I think we should be treated like women.
Of course, you should be treated women, but you
Hmm.
shouldn't be treated any differently because you are a woman. I mean,
No,
there
I
are
think
some
that we
different
are trying. I think that we should be treated differently because we are women. But that's neither here nor there. Why did you come into my life?
to see what was going on.
About what?
I wanted to hear what you had to say. I
About
saw that
what?
you were very vocal. You were very vocal.
Uh,
What happened?
in your opinion, what was I very
May
vocal?
I finish?
Yeah, I'm. In
Well,
your
can I?
opinion, what was I very vocal about?
I saw that you were very vocal. Well, use the term typing rather on the videos that her name's Bree. Is that her name? The
You don't
breedivine.com
even
lady.
know her name.
Well, I don't know her real name. I know the screen name that she uses, but her real name.
Narc University doesn't want you talking to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can see that. She says, "Can you just quit this?"
Yeah.
So, are you spying on me somehow? How do you know she doesn't want
Oh,
me
she
talking
was
to you?
here. She's here too, and
Oh,
I have like a whole setup here, so I can see everything.
that's creepy.
No,
So,
I'm
I went
actually
into
in
your life. This is
media.
open to anyone. I
I'm
listened. I asked a question,
I'm
and
I'm
then
in
you
media.
jumped all over me
I'm in media.
and
So
you're in media.
I have an office. I'm in my office.
Well, I'm technically challenged, so some of this is going to go over my head, not because I want it to. Just it's a little bit above
Would
me. I
you
can
like
push the
me
button.
would so here. Let's start from the beginning, right? Would you
Which
like
beginning?
to?
Because there's several
Would you like
beginnings.
to?
You want to know why I came into your life? I came into your life because I saw your comments defending Bree. I saw
Hmm.
your comments defending her on many different videos. I knew that you and I used to be friends. We used to follow one another. We used
Hmm.
to support each other. And then I noticed you were gone, and I looked and went, oh, well, okay. We had different opinion. Didn't want to follow me. Fine, whatever.
Hmm.
I was really curious on some of your comments. I listened to it, wanted to hear what was happening, wanted to go to the horse's mouth, so to speak. And as I listened, it was really interesting.
I
Do
don't
you have
have a.
another account? Because apparently you're watching me too.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I'm in media, my dearest.
Hmm.
I'm in my
Yeah,
office.
I heard that. You're in your office and you have a couple accounts and
No,
being watched. So this is
look.
interesting.
So I'm here on my phone, right?
She's watching comments about her while talking on the other side. Oh, I got it. Thanks, Ashley. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh,
You know,
I
this
don't
is the
have to
most
show it
people I've
to
ever
you.
had in my
Okay.
life before. This is kind of interesting.
You see? There's my
I can see
there's
the
you
computer.
see? Oh, it's my office.
Okay, nice office.
Yeah, thank you. I worked hard for it.
I'm sure you did, and my hat's off to you, and that's
Yeah,
good for you. The
so
reason why I'm sorry.
you said from the horse's mouth.
Yeah,
Ashley,
I wanted to hear what
he's
you had to
oh,
say.
so sorry. Real quick. I'm gonna stop interrupting you after this. Hey Bert, me and Dan are having a difference of opinion, I believe. We used to follow each other. However, I saw that what Ashley Heaton and Dan and this prison wife survivor, what they were doing, and I was very appalled by these people who are supposed to be survivors. And so I unfollowed him. And then
You actually
earlier
unfollowed me a
this evening,
long time ago.
no, I unfollowed you like 2 days ago.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
But you did say supposed victims, but you take offense to people who are going after your friend Bree, and she's a victim, but we're supposed victims. That's interesting. Do you know Bree?
Well,
I mean, in person?
I never called her a victim.
No, I'm just asking. Do you know her in person? Have you met her, spoke to her,
Have you?
talked on the phone with her?
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm asking. I'm just asking if you know her. I mean, other than
I
through
know
her
her
videos.
as well as I know you.
Well, then you don't know her then because you don't know me. You've made several assumptions about me and
I'm
talked about me, but
I've not made any assumptions about you.
well, we'll agree to disagree on that.
No, no,
I
no. What assumptions have I made about you?
uh I
Okay.
anyway, I'll tell you
Yes.
why I decided to speak out about Kevin. What I thought was I watched her videos, and this is something you've said a lot. I focused on her eyes, her smirk smile, and as someone who, believe me or not, it's your choice, and if anybody's listening, that's fine. I have seen that look, that smirk, that darkness in their eyes more times than. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you? Okay.
No, I'm
Oh,
listening to
I
you.
see.
You
Okay.
can't wait, are you judging my face? I'm listening to you.
No, I just when you speak to me, I do you the courtesy of looking to you and nodding and giving you time to speak without interrupting. I just
I
thought
didn't
you would do the
interrupt
same
you.
courtesy to me.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, you interrupted me many times, and
Oh,
I'm trying to
but
listen.
the last time I interrupted you, I said I was explaining who you are, and I said I'm not going to interrupt you anymore. And then you made some assumptions, and I
And
asked you
you,
what those assumptions were. Now I'm listening to you.
well, there's listening and then there's not listening, and you're doing all the things that aren't listening, and you're jumping all over. I'm trying to stay with you on the point you wanted to ask about this, then you wanted to ask
No,
about
you were
this, then you
saying
wanted
the
to ask about that.
reason why you were talking
Yeah.
about their facial features and the darkness
I
of
have
her
seen that
eyes.
look in my ex-wife more times than I want to remember. I have seen that look in her father in many people's eyes that have caused me pain.
Mm-hmm.
And that look is something that is seared into your memory.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me or not, that's fine. But there are many other people who will back me up on this.
Okay.
Whether you believe me or not, I don't care. But that's why I decided to speak out for him. And you don't see very many people, you don't see any men speaking out about being victims of abuse. And it, to me, I'm the victim of domestic violence. I was beaten by my dad, which caused severe trauma. And then I lived through narcissistic abuse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking out because I want others to know, one, that they're not alone, and I hopefully to prevent it from happening again.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to hear what you had to say, and you were talking. I asked a
Well,
question, and
okay,
you're asking
so
a question.
when I will respond to you about your story, I believe that your story is an important story. I do not believe I have seen
Mhm.
very many men. I have not seen a lot of men talk about abuse. I actually agree.
May I ask a question?
I actually agree with you that not a lot of men are willing to talk about their abuse. Now, I have five brothers and a father, countless uncles. I do not believe that men should be silenced. I think men should say what they need to
Mhm.
say. I bel and I, for one, will probably be one of the only women you've met or will have met that I've been on radio, I've been on TV, and I've said it's unfair how men are
Mhm.
treated today. All men are
But
not rapists. Quiet, wait, I let you
oh,
finish. All men are not rapists, right? Not all
mhm,
men are
of course.
rapists. Now, someone said to me one time, and they said this in front of my nephews, right? They said some stupid statistic about 70% of men, if they have a chance, will definitely rape you. I was livid. And I said, how dare you say something like that? You're
Mhm.
talking, men can be victims of things too. So much so that
Mhm.
there's like three rapists right now who are raping men. Like, I think two in the UK, but no one says anything. It was like a Tinder story not too long ago where this big man was like catfishing people
Sorry,
to rape them.
what story?
No one says
Oh,
anything.
Tinder.
So let me
Okay, sorry.
finish. So I will
Well, no, I
say,
didn't know what Tinder was. It took me a moment.
yeah.
Sorry.
So
Tinder's it's the dating app,
yes.
right?
So
Okay, thank you.
when I say to you, I'm all in agreement in
Hmm.
saying that men don't talk enough about what they go through.
Hmm.
I am not one of those women who believes that all men are evil. So I'm just gonna knock that out right
Why
then
don't
and
more
there.
men talk about it?
So, pardon me?
So why don't more men talk about it?
I don't know. I can't I am not a man, so I can't tell you why.
I can tell you because when I
I can tell
told
you
you I was
why
the victim of
I can
domestic
tell you
violence
why
and
my
narcissistic abuse,
brother, I can
you
tell you why
dismissed
my,
me.
I can tell you why my brother didn't speak out about how his wife was hurting him.
Hmm.
It was because he was afraid that if he called the police would shoot him.
Yeah. I had the police called on me, and my children were terrified. I was terrified, but I
I
didn't do anything wrong. It's
He didn't want to
emasculating.
call. I called the police for him because he said the police are going to come here. They're going to see the way I look and they're going to shoot me. That's what he said.
Sorry, that doesn't make sense. The way he looks, they'll shoot him. But why? What does that have to do with Bree and me speaking out for
No,
Kiffy?
so I'm saying what you're saying about
Uh,
you speaking up for men is a complete mischaracterization of it because I followed you because of what you were speaking about men. I unfollowed you when you implied that a look on someone's face makes them
mhm.
less of a victim than or a survivor than you are.
You said you're a survivor of abuse. Is that,
No,
did I
I'm
hear you correctly?
no, not
No.
as
Okay.
I'm I don't I've
So we can both
been
agree that if
in
someone is interested and you
abuse.
haven't,
I've
then
been
you
in
can say,
abusive relationships, but I'm not a victim or a
I'm
survivor.
very
I
sorry to
mean,
hear that.
I'm
I'm
just
sorry.
I'm just an
I'm very
American.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
You're just American. So you don't like those terms or people using those terms? Is that it?
No,
Or
you can use any term that you want to call yourself. I just don't call
do
myself a
you
victim.
not?
I don't know how to speak victim.
That part I understand. You don't know how to speak victim.
Yeah.
What do you mean by
Exactly I don't know how to speak victim.
is being a victim a bad thing?
If you think it's a bad thing, I don't think it's a bad thing. I just don't know how to speak it.
So you answer my question with another question. You've done that several times.
No, I
That's
said,
interesting.
you said as a victim is a bad thing. I don't think of being a victim as a bad thing. I just don't know how to be one. Does that make it better?
Hmm. Well, I don't know how not to live with what I've dealt with because it's all I've known.
Therapy.
It's therapy. Well, there it is. If only I'd go to therapy. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you solved it.
Yeah, I know.
Therapy, holy cow. So
Yeah.
the therapists I've seen in and off and on throughout my entire life, they must not have been therapists then, right? Or I must not have
There,
been
I
trying.
mean, sometimes you have to
Because
go
now I'm getting
through a lot of,
angry. This
you,
is a really touchy subject. I've been to many therapists. I have tried counseling
I'm sure
off
you
and
have.
on, nothing. And yeah. So
I mean,
Kevin
I've heard your
was a
story.
victim. He was cleared of any wrongdoing. He was not court-martialed. It was a rescue team that was going to get him, not a SWAT team.
Okay, that's not what,
That's not what she says. Of course, yeah, because the
oh,
look
wait,
in
no,
her
no, I
eye,
didn't.
because
I
that
did my
blank is
independent,
in
I
her
did
eye.
my
So
independent investigation.
I'll give you my email. I'd be happy, love to see that. That'd be interesting.
I mean, everyone can do it. It's called DuckDuckGo is better to do it. You can find her the marriage license and where they
Well,
lived.
we're
All
not arguing if they were married. We're not
no,
arguing that they were together, or they had children, or that he killed himself. It is extremely rare for narcissists to kill themselves. Extremely rare. They'll threaten suicide a lot, but they will not kill themselves.
no. Is extremely rare, or they will not. First of all, let's back up. What is your problem
What are
with
we back
me?
up to?
I just unfollowed you.
I
But
didn't
what
have a
is?
problem with you. I just came over to listen to what you had to say. I asked a question, and you attacked me, and you wanted to go
I
live,
didn't.
and here we are. So,
I attacked you. How are
okay.
you
Well,
attacked? Is it
what I
because
remember, what you remember is different. You love to go after people who are victims, but then yet you love to play the victim. You love doing this victim
I'm not
thing.
playing a victim. I'm asking you, how were you
So,
attacked?
are you a private investigator? Do you do any of that? Is that how you found out this information about that Bree is telling the truth? Is that it,
No, I
or
mean, it's
that's one
all public information. It's all public information.
that he was court-martialed and that a SWAT team did go after him and he did kill
All
himself?
public information.
So, I mean, I'm asking you, is that what you found in the public information?
Yeah. I mean, there's
Mommy
even
Bree,
it goes even further. There's
did you
actually a
make a
few different articles.
video that make a video saying that flying monkeys is not, excuse me, the term flying monkeys is a racist term,
It is.
and then you deleted that video.
No, I didn't.
It's not on your page.
Yes, it is.
So if someone were to go look right now, they would see that video that you saying that you saying you believe narcissist, excuse me, fly monkeys is a racist term, it would be there because I've looked, it's not there.
We're not friends.
Well, we were friends. I thought you were the survivor of abuse, and I followed you because of Sam introduced you, and you were welcomed into this community, and you seemed to turn your back on it really quickly. So,
Wait, I turned my back on
the
what
military
community?
documents, and military documents aren't public record, right?
Wait,
Are military documents public record?
I turned my back on what community?
The Nartok community, you turned your back on it pretty quickly. But anyway, are military documents public or private?
The there's two ways that you can go about it. So when it comes to this specific story, there's a few different stories. There's a few different news
Mhm.
references. And then you can
So you
contact
got your
for
faith
more
in news
information.
references or the public record? I just want to make sure
No,
that I
there's
understand.
public record. There's public
Uh-huh.
record, right?
That they were married. We don't disagree on that.
Okay.
We
And it
disagree,
was
we'll disagree on
about
whether or not
how
mhm,
he was found dead and
he's
everything.
found dead. So you
But
don't
there's
know
some
if he was.
conspiracy theories onto that one, though. I will say, there's when you go onto the Reddit and everything, there's some conspiracy theories about whether or not
I've never been
he
on Reddit.
shot
I've heard people
himself.
talk about it, and I've stayed
Yeah.
away from it. I don't understand it. It's not something I'm interested in. I mean, I'm just saying that I don't know much about Reddit other than it's a website.
Wait,
So he
mommy
did
and
shoot himself.
Pookie,
That was
he
the
is
three of
reading the
them.
comments and asking questions to you, not his questions. Oh, okay.
Oh no! How dare I?
I mean, I don't. That's
Wow.
not. Someone is saying that. I'm still confused how I attacked you.
Okay, well, I tried to explain you didn't want to answer that, so I moved on to are military records public? You said one or two ways, and that's why I would like to know.
Yeah, there's a Freedom of Information Act, which I can go and like try
Oh, yeah,
and
I
get
know
these
all that.
records, right?
But
And
that doesn't
then
mean you're going to get those records. You have to show a pretty compelling reason to get the Freedom of Information Act
I
records, and even if you
could,
do submit it, it could take
I could,
years and years and years to
I
get those
could,
get those
I
records.
could. I have the know-how and I have the connections to do all of those things. However, I just listened to someone's story and had
Hmm.
some empathy and compassion, and then saw people destroying a woman because of her face and her looks.
No, it had
That's
nothing to do with how she looked. It
that's
had to do with
why
facial expressions.
no, that's why I
If you see
unfollowed.
serial
That's why
killers and
I
psychopaths, sociopaths, you see that nothing in their eyes, and that's what I was commenting on. She had nothing in her eyes. She has nothing in her eyes. There's blackness like a shark. It has nothing to do with how she looks, her face. I'm not attacking, not saying she's ugly or anything. It's nothing like that.
okay.
But to get information from, excuse me, get records from the Freedom of Information Act can take many years.
It
This is
could.
something I know.
It could.
So you have this information or you don't.
I'm absolutely not going to go and investigate a woman's story. I'm not
But
going
you have
to.
no problem
I'm not.
attacking people who are attacking her, according
No,
to you. Is that right?
I'm attacking, not even attacking, I'm questioning why the people who are calling themselves survivors of narcissistic abuse are now turning into what they hate.
No, there are some. I'll give you that. There are some people who are turning with the hate,
They're
and
turning into the narcissist. You're saying that
no,
someone that they're saying, I
you're a
mean,
narcissist.
that
Or you're the
someone
child of a
has
narcissist and
black
suffered severe
eyes
psychosis
and that
as a child.
the smile doesn't come to their eyes and all of this kind of stuff, where it's like, wait, I trusted your story without any proof of anything. I
Mhm.
just trusted it because it was your story.
Can
I
I
didn't
give you an
go look
example?
I didn't look up your
Mhm.
name. I didn't look up where you're from. I heard your story and I went, "Oh my goodness, he's making a statement. This is really brave." It was actually, I'll tell you the one video. It was one video that I went, "Oh goodness gracious." It
Of
was
mine
of
or of
yours.
someone else?
And there, of
Okay.
your video, video of yours that I went, this takes strength. It was when your ex-wife was squibbling over you about some some details about paying some bill from the selling of your house. You were wearing a bow tie,
Hmm.
and you
Oh
said
yeah.
you could have gone back and forth, but you said to her, apologize. If I get my
Mhm.
apology, we're done. To me, I thought that's super brave, and that's something that I do in real life. It's never about the outcome of money or to be right. It's about someone apologizing for their behavior and taking real accountability for their behavior. Now, when you said that and knowing how hard it is to have to look someone in the face after they lied on you and everything like that, because I've been following your story for a while. So to look someone in the face and go, I'll let this go. I want an apology. So I thought, man, that's really brave of him to put that out there. I didn't go looking for your ex-wife to see if it was true. I didn't go looking for your kid's school or where you work or
So who
the
has someone gone
trajectory
after
of
you or your family? Is that
anything.
what you're saying?
Pardon me? I didn't look for
Is
you.
someone?
I just believed your story.
Okay. Well, I was just asking, is someone doing that to you? Or
You're
you?
doing
I mean,
you're doing something to someone that no one did, that you shouldn't be doing. Do unto
I
others.
went after
Do
his
unto
family.
others.
I went after her children. I stalked her.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, you're spreading false information by implying that
Information that
by
you don't know if
implying
it's false.
by implying
Oh,
you're making
no.
the
Okay.
input you're implying
You're
that she
you're an African
forced.
American lady. May I?
Wait.
You're African
What?
American.
What?
So yeah, you're African
No,
American,
I'm
and I
not.
can never
No,
see.
I'm not.
You know, well, okay. You're a person of color.
I'm American. Texan American. I have
Oh,
melanin in
okay.
my skin though. I have melanin.
Okay.
But
I'm
don't put
pretty sure
anything
you
in front
just
of
told
my
me
American
alive
Texan.
that you were conservative, feminist, black, something. I remember you went on
Nope,
that.
never,
That
ever, ever
okay.
called myself black because that's impossible.
Okay. Well, let's just say if someone is African American, I could never see the world through their eyes unless I was African American.
Well, I mean, that's what
And I'm
critical
not
race theory is supposed to be doing, allegedly. I don't know.
critical. Oh, critical race theory.
I
So
mean,
now
that's
it's
what they're
politics.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. Just that's,
No, what I'm saying is that I can't see something through someone's eyes unless I've experienced that.
and I
And
can't.
you're dismissing my experiences because you haven't seen it through my eyes, and I don't know
I
what you've been
wouldn't
through. You
want
seem to me that
to.
you've endured hardships, and
I wouldn't
you have
want
my
to.
empathy and
I
sympathy for
wouldn't
that.
want
So
to. I wouldn't want to take
you wouldn't
away
want
your
to.
experiences. I wouldn't want to experience your experience. I saw it,
Do that.
your
Do
story,
unto others
and
how
I
you empathize.
empathized it. And I empathized and I had
Your empathy
compassion.
really comes and goes with who you want to be empathized with. You love to tell people to stop being the victim, then you love
I
playing the
said
victim.
I don't speak victim.
You don't speak victim. I take great offense to that, and I've been very kind to you, but you don't speak victim. What do you mean by I don't speak victim?
I mean,
You
what it
make it
says.
sound like
I
it's
don't
a
think that.
horrible thing to say, like
I
it's a
don't.
racial slur or a swear
Whoa!
word or something horrible to say, like victim.
It's something for me as a Texan, as an American. Victim is
As a Texan American. Well, I'm
as
an
a
American too.
listen.
I'm not a Texan. I was born and raised in Idaho,
Oh
so I
goodness.
know many people from Texas, but they don't say anything like what you're saying. So that's why I'm confused on.
What am
You're
I saying?
bouncing all over the place.
What am I saying?
You can't speak victim. So
Okay.
when I seem to get you to, when I point out something that you don't like, you certainly jump all over the place.
No, I. What did I say
Like
that?
when I was on the live asking
What did you say?
questions.
That. What did you say
I
that I
said, what
didn't
do you mean
like?
by you don't speak victim? You make it sound as if it's a dirty word, a slur, a blasphemy. Make it that's what you make it sound like. So
Okay.
what do you mean by you don't speak victim? Is that a dirty word? Is it a horrible, horrible thing? Is it because that I take offense to, and
Okay.
I'm
Can I answer?
that yes, please. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. When I say I don't speak victim, as a Texan, as an American, I have no excuses. I don't have, no one has ever done anything to me. So I don't speak victim. We're
You don't
victors.
speak victim.
Yeah, we're
As an American
victors.
and as a
We're
Texan, what does it
victors,
have to do?
not victims.
But what does being an American of Texan have to do with that? That's
That's why I say I don't speak victim.
so
Oh,
Americans and Texans can't be
I
victims?
have personal responsibility, and I don't allow anyone. I won't allow anyone to have that much power
Well, I
to
certainly agree about personal
have any
responsibility. I could not agree with
to
you more
say
about that.
anything that you're a victim of anything. I won't allow anyone to have that much power. So I
I have
refuse
how much
to.
power.
So I
So
refuse to. So I don't say.
you
I
say
say
rape
all the time.
survivor comes
I
forward
don't speak
and says I'm a
victim.
survivor of sexual assault.
Wait, what?
Would you say the same thing if a rape survivor, someone who survived rape, a woman, a man, child, whoever it is, comes forward and says, I was raped. This is my story. I was raped by whoever it was. I'm telling my story so that it doesn't happen to others, or I want the person who raped me to be punished. Would you say
Mhm.
to them, I don't speak victim? Because you have this very condescending attitude and tone in
No,
your voice about it.
no, I wouldn't say
It's
that to
really
them.
rude. It's really offensive. And you keep
Okay,
bringing up American and Texan as I'm an American as they come. I was born and raised here
me
in
too.
America. I don't know what that has to do with being a victim. You bring it in politics a lot, which is
I'm like
interesting.
actually a political TikToker.
Good for you. I don't discuss politics on my page
I
just
mean, I'm
because I
saying
wanted
I'm
to have
okay.
feeling.
All right, we have okay.
I love to enjoy talking politics with people.
We're not
There's people
talking
you can discuss.
politics. I'm telling you, as someone who was raised in Texas and in America, I just
Mm-hmm.
cannot. I cannot speak victim. I just
Cannot
can't.
speak victim.
I can't. So,
You can
and
just
that's
say, do
something
unto
that
others.
I mean, that's something that's
Isn't
just
that
very much
kind of
so.
a Christian thing to say then? To
Wait.
love one
So
another?
so when you asked what would I say to someone who was raped, right?
Uh-huh. Would you say you don't speak victim to
I
them?
would say to that person who was raped, that is terrible. I believe you.
I don't speak victim. I'm having a real hard time with that one. That one's
I
really stuck
know.
in my throat when you the way you say that. There's a tone that you say that.
Okay, I don't know how else to
I'm
say
sure
that.
you're a very nice lady, and we agree to disagree on lots of things.
Oh,
But I
we
stand by
are
what I've said.
holy disagreement. Holy,
Yeah, we're agreeing to
huge,
disagree. I'm trying to disagree with you
huge.
politely and be respectful. You're a lady, you're a person, you're a human being, and trying to be respectful about it. I have taken offense to things you have said, but
I mean, I have not said
I don't know.
nothing that's offensive to you. So if you were
Hmm.
taking up, you have taken so far. My tone of voice has been
You've
offensive.
taken offense to what I've said, so then
No,
that would be
I
your
have
fault,
not
then
taken
according to
offense
your
to
response.
anything that you've said.
But I thought I was stalking you and attacking you. You
I
said that in
never
your
said
live
that. Nope, never
when I
said
was
that.
asking questions.
Yep,
Oh,
yeah.
so you had that recorded though. You said you're recording it, so I'd love to hear the recording. That would be great because
The recording of what?
I know this. I must have misheard it in your live because you said you were recording the live. You turned it on after I asked questions. Then you remembered who I was. Then you, okay, now I remember.
No, I didn't see
It's,
you come in the room.
well, my name popped up and I sat and listened for quite a while,
No, it did
quietly,
not.
just,
I did not see you come in the room. And then when you said, "How are women being erased?" Then I was
yeah.
like, I didn't even see that you're in here.
Yeah, your live. One of the other things that bothered me about your live is that you seem to pick and choose which things you wanted to respond to. And of course, you can do whatever you want in
I
your live.
respond
I
to
just
every
it was really
single
interesting.
comment. Every single comment. I even
Well, if
went
you have the
back
tape, I'd love to
and
go there. That'd be
reread
interesting.
it, all that. But I have
I
nothing.
would bet my life on it right now that your friend, or sorry, your the person Bree is a 100% liar. I would bet my life on it without hesitation because that look in her eye, that lifeless look, that smile. I have endured many hardships in my life. I have never told the story of my father beating me, beating my mother, me hiding under the kitchen table yelling, "Stop hitting her." I've never smiled while telling that story to anyone. Now, truth, I have made jokes about certain things that happened to me because when you have very bad things happen to you, you do have a twisted sense of humor. You do make inappropriate jokes because you're trying to get over it.
I'm a
And lots of
comedian,
people
so
do
yeah,
that.
yeah,
You're a comedian?
yeah. Stand up comedian.
Sorry. My apologies, ma'am. That that is funny. That's the funniest thing you've said. I'd love to hear your stuff.
It's on
I
YouTube.
stand by what I said.
It's on
I
YouTube.
disagree with you. I
It's
don't go on
my
YouTube very much.
videos, my stand-up routine is on YouTube.
Is it in your link? I'll go look for it and
All
I'll
my
watch
links are
your
there.
comment.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go look for that then. But we're not really getting anywhere. So we agree to disagree.
No.
I we're not agreeing. To
I do not agree to disagree with you. You're wrong,
Okay.
period.
Well, as a man who was raised by women to be a gentleman, I am respectfully disagreeing with you while
Well, okay, you can
certainly
do
saying
that. I
that
mean,
we're
that's
not.
how you were raised, and that's what you're supposed to do.
I'm supposed to do it, but you're not supposed to do it.
Oh
That's
no,
interesting.
as a woman, I can just sit here and just allow you to speak.
As a woman, you can
Yeah,
allow me to speak?
yeah, you're allowed to.
Okay, so
I disagree with you wholeheartedly.
you're saying what,
But
well, I'm saying I
like your
disagree with
mother
you,
and your aunts who raised you, yeah, show me some respect.
which I have been doing. I've
Yeah,
been
and
trying to be as
surely
respectful as I can.
that's what you're supposed to do.
So there's a lot of okay. Well, it's been fun. I'm sorry,
Okay,
Lee. What? I apologize. It's just nothing personal. I'm
just
horrible with
don't
names.
try. Just don't try.
Don't don't
Yeah.
try
Hmm.
to remember your name or to be polite, or don't try to what?
Whatever you're trying to do.
Well, I was trying to say I forgot what your name was, and I was trying to apologize to be
Lee.
polite, but apparently that is wrong.
No, you're being polite.
There's
You're supposed
multiple things I'm
to.
doing that is wrong.
You're
So
supposed to.
I'm supposed to remember your name. Well, I'm really bad with
I
names, but I
just said my
remember
name
everything
again.
else
I
about you.
said it, Lee.
I
I said
well, I
Lee.
was in the middle of explaining that I
I said
forgot
Lee.
your name and trying to
I
apologize.
said Lee, and it's okay. You
I
don't have
heard
to
you the
try
first time
to.
you said it.
You don't have to try to pronounce it.
So now you're mad at me because I
I'm
forgot your name when I was trying to
no, I'm
apologize.
not
You know
mad
who
at
else got
you.
mad at me because my father-in-law got mad because I called him sir. My ex grandmother got
I'm
mad
not
because I called
mad
her
at you.
ma'am.
I'm
Well,
not.
you
I'm
seem to be
not mad at
mad. Yeah,
you.
yeah. This is you're really interrupting a lot, and
I'm
it's
not
this is
mad at
weird.
you. You
You
said
forgot all
that you're
your
mad. I'm not mad.
to you. Flying monkeys is a racist term. To me, it's not,
It is a
and
racist
if it
term.
is, well, to you it is.
No,
But
no,
apparently,
it
your
is.
rules matter, but no one else's rules matter.
No,
So
it
I see
is
how it
a
is. But
racist term.
your flying monkeys are going to be all over my page. This
Oof,
should be
don't
interesting.
call it. Don't think
So,
people should call you say monkeys.
oh, yeah. I saw your video where you claim someone called you a monkey. No, they didn't. They called you a flying monkey in the term used for the narcissistic term, which is in all the textbooks that they teach psychiatrists, psychologists, licensed clinical social workers. I can't remember the proper names for that.
And the author of Wizard of Oz, who was talking about the Sioux Native Americans who were
Yeah, there
living
was
in.
lots of bad people, but it doesn't mean that just okay. So he was a racist, so we can't. Okay, Wizard of Oz, got it. I'll never watch Wizard of Oz again. I won't even say those words ever again. Anything I have to
If
do with
that's
Wizard
what
of
you
Oz.
want, if that's what you want.
Well, I was just going by your rules. You're all over the place.
I don't have
So
any rules.
I hope you have a very good night. God bless Texas and Godspeed to you. So that was fun. I'll wave too. So I don't know how to close it out here. I can't quite see. So.
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm a conservative whose dude's way out of line. Map of nothing. Okay. Um some I just want you to know I saw all of y'all's comments and Solid Digital. Um I saw that you said, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I don't like how this guy was behaving. I don't like his behavior. I don't think what he was saying was right. Oh, Q? Okay. I don't think what he was saying was right. I think what he was saying was extremely sad. Extremely sad. And, I mean, he seems smug too. Well, Listen, let's see.
Of abuse, period.
This, I know this, but wait, no,
Yeah.
I'm jumping all over the place. And well, which one is it? And every time I try to get her to say something, it's just jumping all over the place. That was, holy cow. Right, wasn't it Jake Tapper? Isn't that sound that people use? He was on CNN after some debate or somebody said that was a hot mess inside of a dumpster fire, inside of a train wreck. That was...
That's a good explanation.
Oh, no, I don't. Respect is earned. Respect is earned. My bad. Lamacia. Respect is earned. It is never given. He does. I mean, he said he has a woman issue. He has mom issues. But yeah, respect is earned, not given. So when you hear people say, show me some respect, no, I get to be polite. But you know what's Black Violet? You agree with, okay, I'm embarrassed for him as a conservative. He's conservative? But here's the good thing about all of this. Hey, hell of a guy. Here's the good thing about all of this. At least they are going to leave that woman alone for a few days. At the very least. I thought someone said he was. Oh, no. I mean, I don't know what this guy... All I know is he's a ginger. That's all I know, is that he is a ginger. Because he has red hair and freckles. And Cartman has a saying about gingers. She doesn't have her own identity, so she's trying to identify as a tough Texan. Damn it. They figured me out, y'all. Tony, again, I just want to say, tortilla, my man. Missed it. Tony, again, my gratefulness meter is like 150. Because y'all can see exactly how I spoke and how this guy was offended because I said I don't speak victim. Excuse me. I'm not okay, Q. I'm actually not okay. But I will all the way take this over what these people are doing to that other girl. But I'm not okay. I'm far from okay. But I'm okay with not being okay. And I can admit that. But D-Man, yeah, of course. Man, any question for you. I'll always answer for you. Why was it so important? Why was all of this so important? I want to say it, but my heart is so close, but for someone that they're saying, they're implying that a man was drove to kill himself, or he killed himself. He committed suicide because of this woman and her smirk. And that you can tell because of her smirk, because of the way her eyes look, all of that, that her story is a lie. She's not a victim. That her story is a lie, and that she drove him to kill himself. Now, I get what you meant. I don't know. Wait. I want to answer Damon's question. So the reason why that's so important to me is because I know how that feels. Because I've gone through that. And I saw a lot of big creators or people who have gone through hell and back. Right? I saw what they were doing to this woman because of her smirk. And I feel like it's completely unethical and inhumane that because this one woman did not believe her because of her smirk, that she, as a private investigator, started going and looking through this woman's past, her exes, exes, all that kind of